Hi folks, how you doing? This is Iqbal. In this video, we're gonna talk about how Nvidia did today and what should we expect Nvidia to perform tomorrow and early next week. So if you take a look my screen, Nvidia opened at 923, made a high 926, made a low 904, it closed at 914, that is 1.18% up. Last 5 days, 5.2% up, last 1 month 16% up, and last 6 months 120% up. If you take a look last 6 months chart, you see that Nvidia made an all-time high but still was not able to make any correction. Now going back to the 1 day chart, you see Nvidia made a high 926 today. Remember my yesterday conversation? I had an opinion that Nvidia will try to touch 930 level, but it won't be easy for Nvidia to break it this week. And this is perfectly in line with my yesterday conversation. Now, it will be interesting if Nvidia will be able to break 930 level tomorrow or not. We'll see. Another assessment I had yesterday was I was not expecting Nvidia to go below 880 level this week. So far so good, right? We'll see what happens tomorrow. Now let's take a look technical chart. I'm showing you 20-day 1 hour chart. The lowest point was 753 and the highest was 957. I have also drawn Fibonacci level from 0% to 100%. So based on the Fibonacci levels for 20-day 1 hour chart, the next level of support is 908. And it doesn't look like a very strong support, but after that 879 is the next support level, and that is a strong support. If Nvidia drops, it will try to touch 879 level. On the upside, we have 930 level as a resistance. Nvidia tried to break 930 level multiple times last week, and today it also tried to break 930 level, but so many unsuccessful attempts. So I'm guessing it might try to touch and break 930 level tomorrow as well. I'm not sure it can be able to break tomorrow or not, but will be interesting to see. And based on the 180-day 6 months 4 hour chart, you see that lowest point was 400 and the highest 955. And based on the Fibonacci levels I have drawn here, that 23% correction is at 824. So still Nvidia was not able to make that correction. So this correction is due sometime in the future. So I will repeat what I said yesterday, that any negative news, any negative event about Nvidia can bring Nvidia down to this level. But at this point, no negative news or event happening regarding Nvidia. So chance of Nvidia go down to touch this level is very low in the near future. Now let's take a look RSI. So in 20-day 1 hour chart, RSI is at 54, slightly below than yesterday. So that tells that there was some upward momentum on Nvidia today. Now let's compare this RSI with the 6 months chart. So in 6 months 4 hour chart, the long-term chart, RSI is at 56. It's almost the same level that we had on 20-day 1 hour chart. So this tells that Nvidia at this point is not overbought, both in terms of the 6 months and 20-day chart. So that's a good thing for those who bought Nvidia. So this tells that Nvidia has some room to go up. Now let's take a look MACD. So in a 20-day 1 hour chart, MACD is above zero line. That tells that Nvidia was able to gain some momentum yesterday and it carried that momentum today until this afternoon. Now it's trying to go back a little bit, but still I see the positive momentum is there. And in the 6 months chart, MACD is trying to gain momentum, trying to go above zero line. So it's also a good sign. So now I'm showing you the NVIDIA expected price range for this quarter. I showed you yesterday as well, the min-max level. So NVIDIA at this point is 915, is above average. but still below maximum. So Nvidia have some room to go up based on the min-max level as well. But in terms of the correction, yes, there is some correction due, but nobody knows when that's gonna happen. I'm guessing whenever some bad news about Nvidia will try to go down and try to come to this level based on the min-max. But at this point, I'm not seeing that happening because there is no negative news about Nvidia at this point. Now let's take a look other AI stocks. SoundHound 15% down. Remember I had a video on SoundHound and I advise you guys that this is a very unstable stock. One day it can go 20% up, the other day it can go 15% down. I personally try to avoid this kind of unstable stocks. AMD 0.5% down, Avago 5% up, SMCI 8% up, NVIDIA 1% up. So most of the AI stocks are up today, and that's a good sign. Now, taking a look at economic data, what's going to happen this week? So tomorrow, nothing important coming up. So next week, nothing major. Monday, Tuesday, consumer confidence, but that's not going to shake the market. Wednesday, nothing much. Thursday, nothing much. Yeah, probably Friday next week we have some PC index data coming up, so that's important. We'll watch for it. So this means that from today until next week Friday, no major economic data is coming up. So we don't have to worry about any economic news or data hitting or shaking the market until next week Friday, and that's a good thing. So this means that we should not be expecting too much volatility in the market until next Friday. Until and unless some other news or some other stuff comes up in the market that we cannot predict at this point. So if I summarize today's conversation, Nvidia started to gain some momentum from yesterday afternoon and it carried that momentum today and still the momentum is positive. This means that Nvidia has some room to go up further tomorrow. And the chances for Nvidia to go down below 880 tomorrow is very low. So another thing we need to consider, if Nvidia was able to break 930 resistance level tomorrow or early next week, then it will gain some momentum. It will try to test all-time high that was 957 sometime next week. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Talk to you more tomorrow. Take care.